Hey y'all, Trailer Trish here. Happy Thanksgiving! So today I'm going over to my neighbors for dinner and I'm bringing the deviled eggs. So first I'm gonna have some coffee, make the eggs and get ready, and I'm gonna take you guys with me to do all that. So first of all, I started with the Dolce de Leche coffee. Pretty sure I bought it at Marshall's. And I'm gonna use the Italian sweet cream creamer and this deliciousness. All right. Let me make that up, take a sip, and then we'll start on the eggs. All right, y'all, coffee is ready. Cheers. Dink. Now let's get to peeling these eggs. So I boiled them last night for about 14 minutes and I put them in the fridge to cool, so hopefully the shell peels off a little bit easier. And then I'm doing it over the sink so I can crack the egg, peel the egg, and then rinse the egg. And then I'm gonna be taking it over here to my deviled egg making station with all my supplies. All right, let's get to it. Just kind of smack it and roll it. All right, I moved you guys over here so you can get a better view of the egg station. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the egg on the cutting board, cut it in half, and then I'm going to pop out the yolks into this bowl here. You can use your spoon or your hand, and then I'm just gonna plate them, because after we make the inside, we're gonna fill them up there. So let me go ahead and do all these eggs. All right, so now that we have all of the eggs cut and separated, I am going to create the mixture that's going to mix in with the yolks. And I'm using my mom's recipe. I showed it the other day when I made egg salad, but this is what her eggs look like, and this is the recipe if you want to screenshot it. She does have a much larger recipe than I'm doing, so I always try to kind of guess out the math. I don't do it perfectly, but guess what? They always turn out perfect. So it says 1/3 a cup of vinegar, white vinegar. I have an extra just in case, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. So sometimes what I do is I'll just grab the same measurement and I'll just kind of fill it 1/3 of the way, because it's a recipe for 3 dozen eggs and I'm only doing 1 dozen. So let's see. That's about 1/3 of 1/3, which I don't do math. What is that? A 12th? A 9th? A 9th? Okay, so then we need 1/2 cup of sugar. So I'm gonna do just a little less than 1/4 cup. Then I got my white sugar right here. I'm actually going to just scoop it, so I don't feel like getting another spoon. All right, and we're gonna dump that in the vinegar. And then I need 1 cup of Miracle Whip. So we know 1/3 cup is 1/3. And I guess I am gonna have to dirty another dish to get out all that mayonnaise. I just got the generic Meyer brand mayonnaise. You can use any kind you want. I would suggest Miracle Whip, not like Hellmann's, because they have a much different flavor profile. I think Hellmann's is super good on a sandwich like Jimmy John's, but this is for eggs. So just go ahead and dump that mayonnaise in with your mixture already. All right, that's looking good. And then my mom's has mustard powder. Now I have never owned mustard powder in my life. I just use mustard and I don't measure it because I have no idea what the ratio of mustard powder and mustard would be. So we're just gonna go ahead and squeeze in whatever we want. I'm gonna shake it up so it's not watery. And hers says 1.5 teaspoons, so I'm just gonna, boop, just a squirt. I'll taste test it before I mix it in with the yolks, and then I'll know for sure. And then paprika, I'm gonna add a little paprika to the yolk mixture, and then I'm gonna sprinkle paprika on the top. I'm really running low, so I don't know how much color the paprika is gonna give to the eggs this time, but now we're just gonna go ahead and take our fork and stir up the liquids and powders together so it's nice and mixed together. And then we're gonna go ahead and taste it. You always want to do the liquid, or the sauce, I guess, separately from the yolk. I would never take the yolks and then immediately just dump the mayonnaise and dump the vinegar, because consistency is gonna vary big time based on the size of your eggs, based on you changing the recipe up. So you never wanna just mix it in with the yolks because it could turn out too runny, and we don't want that. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and chop up my yolks with a spoon or a fork. I just grabbed the spoon that I had. And you're just gonna chop them up as fine as you can, and then we're gonna mix in that sauce. So now let's go ahead and taste test the sauce. Do a different finger. Good. All right, gotta wash my hands. Hands washed. So now we're just gonna go ahead and start dumping that saucy mixture in with the yolks, and just do a little at a time, feel it out, add a little bit more, feel it out. You are gonna use like quite a bit, so like You could start off with a lot, but and just start stirring it in. You want it to be a little bit of a thicker consistency so that it's not falling off your egg whites. And this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna add more, but so you can see kind of what it's starting to look like. That's looking like the consistency I want, nice and thick. So now you're just gonna go ahead and take your spoon and you're gonna start scooping little bits into each white. Just kind of drop it in. You just kind of take from the other eggs that look a little full. And then you always want to make one ugly egg for yourself. I'm going to use the little glob that fell on the counter for me because it's for me. And I'm grabbing my little Frankenstein egg because this one was a little messed up from the shell. And just scoop what's left in the yolk. So good. All right, let me rinse off my hands and then I'm gonna paprika these babies. And just so you guys can see, this is how much of the mixture I had left. So there was quite a bit left over. That's why I said do not immediately dump it in because then they'll be too runny. Just a little sprinkle. Perfect. All right, let me bring you guys over here to show you the final result. Eggs done. Yum. All right, now time to go put on this face and get dressed. I almost forgot I wanted to also bake cookies and bring those with me. Usually all I bring is eggs, but I got turkeys. So let's go ahead and start the oven and then go start my makeup. Once it beeps, I'll throw them in, set the alarm. Once it beeps, stop my makeup, come back out, check the cookies, and then finish my face. All right, let's go. All right, it says heat oven to 350, and then it should take 10 to 12 minutes to cook. All right, let's let it heat up. All right, y'all, we are back in Trailer Trish Studios and we are starting our makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and not talk. I'm not gonna talk about what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do it and y'all can just watch. we're pausing for cookies because the alarm went off. All right, back to makeup. cookies are done. Now time to let them cool and get back to doing my makeup. All right, we're almost done. All right, now I'm not going to be doing a lipstick because I'm going to be eating, so I'm just going to put a little gloss on to get me, you know, in the door, and then it's going to come off when I eat. I love this Stranger Things lip gloss from ColourPop. It's so cute and comfy. Okay, upon further inspection, I feel like it's giving concealer lips, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a lip liner, just a little. Good enough. I'm just going to eat, so, all right, let me get dressed. All right, you guys might recognize this dress from my neutral outfit looks video, and I've never worn it before other than that video, so I decided to wear it today, and I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry my hair, and then I'll be all set. All right, y'all, makeup done, hair done. I put a little bow in, and I got my traditional necklace that I wear every year. It's a little Thanksgiving dinner plate. Isn't that funny? So freaking funny to me. All right, there's the whole outfit, and off we go. All right, y'all, party was great, food was great. I'm stuffed like a freaking Thanksgiving turkey right now. I'm so full of tryptophan. I'm gonna go take my makeup off and hop in bed and keep watching the rest of The Golden Bachelorette because it's so good. Okay.
Good night.